Well, let's turn to the big story. A day after verdict 2016, a day of fast-moving developments in the Congress party. Congress heavyweight and Rahul Gandhi's confidant Digvijay Singh calling for a major surgery to restore Congress health. His words virtually setting the cat among the pigeons, leading to wild speculations of the nature of change. Meanwhile, in Kerala, the CPIM choosing a relatively young Pinarayi Vijayan over 92-year-old V.S Achuthananthan as the next chief minister. In Chennai, Jayalalitha was elected as the AIDMK legislature party chief and will be sworn in as a chief minister for a sixth term. During the day, she garlanded the statues of Anna, Periyar and MGR. In Kolkata, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee also chosen as the leader of the TMC. She met the governor to stake claim for government formation. But it's the Congress party which perhaps has emerged as the biggest loser in verdict 2016 after losing Assam and Kerala. It now faces a major threat to its bid to firewall Rahul Gandhi from consequences. Amidst murmurs against Rahul's leadership credentials, several Congress rebels who deserted the party in the run-up have hit out against him. They include Uttarakhand rebel turned BJP leader Vijay Bahuguna, as well as one of the architects of the BJP's Assam win, Himanta Biswa Sarma.
Why do you think that he refused to meet you in spite of you approaching 14 times?
I don't know the intent. I don't know. I can't attribute any motive to that. But what I'm saying is that, you see, if the central leader, your top leader, is not accessible to the state leaders, that means he has no connect with the cadre.
If you see Rahul in parliament, the 6 people surrounded him, all are blue blood. So Congress is as of now blue blood. Yeah. So till Congress replace blue blood culture, there is no future.
हम लोग दिल्ली गया, फिर वहाँ राहुल जी को मिला हम लोग को मिला तो बोलता क्या इशू है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, करप्शन हुआ, तकलीफ है, जस्ट लीडर चेंज कर दो. हम लोग कांग्रेस में रहना मानता है, कांग्रेस के लीडर तो बोलता है वो लीडर चेंज नहीं होगा.
So clearly these voices gathering steam after that election defeat. The Congress party, though, is standing by Rahul Gandhi, and as the voices of dissent grow, it is clear that the loyalists are saying that don't blame Rahul. How will all this play up? Let's take a look.
When you talk to Rahul, the discussion was so light that even the dogs come in between. He start playing with the dog, not with the human.
हम लोग कांग्रेस में रहना मानता है, कांग्रेस के लीडर तो बोलता है वो लीडर चेंज नहीं होगा.
Now, if you have no connect with the cadre and the senior state leaders, then you are surrounded by a coterie of the state or the leaders.
The knives are out for Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi. A day after yet another poll debacle, it's the Gandhi scion who's being blamed again. Leading the charge is former Congress strongman turned BJP's chief strategist for Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma.
In Congress today, if you see Rahul in parliament, the 6 people surrounded him, all are blue blood. So Congress is as of now blue blood. Yeah. So till Congress replace blue blood culture, there is no future.
Not just the 15-year Congress loyalist, but even the party's own chief minister in Arunachal Pradesh is gunning for Gandhis. Kaliko Pul minced no words while complaining about how the top leadership in Delhi had no time for him.
I hold myself responsible.
हम लोग दिल्ली गया, फिर वहाँ राहुल जी को मिला हम लोग को मिला तो बोलता क्या इशू है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, पूरा हम लोग पता है ऐसा करप्शन हुआ, तकलीफ है, जस्ट लीडर चेंज कर दो. हम लोग कांग्रेस में रहना मानता है, कांग्रेस के लीडर तो बोलता है वो लीडर चेंज नहीं होगा.
There's trouble for Rahul even in Uttarakhand. 9 rebel MLAs have already joined the BJP. And former Congress loyalist Vijay Bahuguna too does not have any kind words for Rahul.
Now, if you have no connect with the cadre and the senior state leaders, then you are surrounded by a coterie of the state or the leaders who are here in Delhi who cannot win their Lok Sabha elections from their states, but they influence all party decisions.
As Rahul Gandhi feels the heat, the BJP claims that there's an exodus from the Congress.
देखिए, ये तो फैक्ट है कि कांग्रेस जो राष्ट्रीय नेतृत्व है उसकी जो जनविरोधी नीतियां हैं उसके कारण कांग्रेस का डिक्लाइन हुआ है और निचले स्तर पर तो लगभग कांग्रेस को लोग छोड़ चुके हैं. बड़े नेता भी धीरे धीरे कांग्रेस छोड़ रहे हैं।
As Congress loses state after state, the clamour against Rahul Gandhi grows louder. Murmurs of discontent are now screams of dissent. The question is Rahul Gandhi listening? Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me give you a Congress reality check at the top. States ruled in 1991. That's right, 1991, Congress ruled 12, the BJP ruled 4. States ruled in 2016, the Congress ruled 6, the BJP rules 9. 35.57% of the population is under BJP-ruled states. Just 7.01% population is under Congress-ruled states. Almost 45% of the area of the country is under BJP rule. Just 11.15 now is under Congress rule. Therefore, as we said, Rahul Gandhi faces a serious leadership question, even as Narendra Modi claims Assam win comes as a big boost. And remember, next year the Congress faces crucial poll tests in Karnataka, in Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and in Himachal. The BJP is facing its big tests in UP and Rajasthan in the following year. And let me go then to the politician who sparked all the controversy of today by actually asking for surgery in the Congress after verdict 16. Congress General Secretary Digvijay Singh, two-time Chief Minister, joins me. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Singh. You've called in your tweet for surgery and action, saying time for introspection is over for the Congress. Can you tell me what you are exactly hinting or suggesting?
You could recollect, Rajdeep, that in 2014 Parliament election, when we didn't do too well, the Congress President appointed a committee under Mr. A.K. Antony to talk to the senior leaders and come out the reasons how which led us to our defeat and what can be done in future. Now that after that committee had submitted the report, Mr. Rahul Gandhi felt that a much larger discussion should take place.
Sir,
and he himself sat for hours together to discuss with the top leadership of the Congress party, and then asked the General Secretaries in charge to take the discussion, to take the views of the state and the district level of leaders. One of the most detailed exercise ever done in the Congress history. And after that, we were asked to submit our report by 28 February 2015. Now, after that, I think action should have been taken by the leadership.
Mr. Digvijay Singh,
of that discussion.
Mr. Digvijay Singh, what precise action? I come to it. Your tweet, your remarks are speaking of action. We know the history of this. I'm asking you, what precise action do you want the Congress leadership to take to ensure major surgery? And who is the surgeon?
Well, Rajdeep, the discussion was held with more than 1,500 people. So how can I say which actions should be taken? It is for them to decide what action is to be taken.
Sir, I'll tell you why. Because the fact is there has been no change in the Congress after the 2014 debacle. The party seems to be going on the same path, which is why there is a lot of flack and no action, and which is why your comment, in a sense, is attracting such reactions, both pro and anti.
You would recollect, Rajdeep, that future challenge of the Congress party a committee had been set up in 2005-2006 by the Congress President under the chairmanship of Mr. Veerappa Moily. So we all can see that the demographic profile of this country is changing. The scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe and the poor people have moved into the category of middle class. So it is more middle class aspirations rather than the issue of discrimination. So therefore, I think the whole new ideas have to come in of campaigning also. Social media has become very important in the recent past. And unfortunately, we could not match the way social media was used by BJP in the last 4 to 5 years. So therefore, these are the issues which should have been taken up by the party.
So you are referring to these issues, but I want to come to the core issue, which is that of leadership. Yesterday, Arun Jaitley, BJP leader, finance minister, on my show said the real problem is the Congress is that they are trapped in the feudal politics of privilege and entitlement, that your party's family-oriented leadership is the problem.
Well, Arun has been changing his stance to suit himself. What he has to say at one time, he does exactly opposite the other time. He doesn't see feudal politics from Rajmata Scindia to Vasundhara Raje Scindia and many more. But the fact remains that issue is not dynastic rule or feudal politics as such. Congress is one political party which has fought feudalism before independence and after independence. We took away the rights of the privileges and the privy purse of the ruling families. We have been totally anti-feudal and pro-weaker sections. So that continues. That if you
Mr. Digvijay Singh, there is a difference between the Congress party of the 60s, the Nehruvian party, and the Congress party of today. What Mr. Jaitley is referring to is today's Congress leadership, which he believes, and many possibly agree, is simply a political dynasty now.
Now, Rajdeep, would Mr. Arun Jaitley decide who would be the president of the All India Congress Committee? If he wants to come in, he should join Congress party and then start asking for the leadership change or whatever he wants to change.
No.
Is anyone in the Congress party is asking for a change in the leadership? No.
No. So let's be clear. Why not accept that Rahul Gandhi has simply not delivered so far as leader? Maybe he needs to give way as part of the surgery or change his style of functioning. One of the two has to take place.
Why blame Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Is Mr. Rahul Gandhi responsible for the defeat in Kerala? Is Mr. Rahul Gandhi responsible for a defeat in Assam or whatever? Is he responsible for the defeat in the 2014 May election? I think why blame a single person? We are all responsible. We have not been able to counter the false propaganda of the BJP in the 2009-2014 UPA 2. Why blame Mr. Rahul Gandhi for that?
I'll tell you why, sir. I'll tell you why. Because the party is suffering defeat after defeat under Rahul's leadership in the last couple of years. Surely at one level there is a need for some accountability. As I said, either change your style of leadership or give way to someone else.
Accountability is important. But at the same time, we have given our symptoms in our suggestions to the Congress president. Now she has to take a view and decide what kind of surgery is to be done in Congress party and how we should proceed.
So,
you're avoiding. She has to decide, not us. We have given our opinion.
You've given your opinion, but are you saying, I'm persisting with this, that your leadership, whether it is Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, must not be held accountable when you suffer in state after state elections? Someone surely, the surgery sometimes needs to start at the top.
Well, as far as if you analyze the yesterday results, if you see the results were quite expected. There is a change in Kerala alternatively. Then Tamil Nadu and West Bengal came rather too late. So the horizontal integration in the constituencies could not take place the way it should have. As far as Assam goes, we had a 15-year anti-incumbency which we had to fight. Then we had this ambitious young man, Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma, who wanted to become the chief minister or else he would leave. Now how can you sort of summarily remove a person like Mr. Tarun Gogoi, such an experienced and a successful chief minister who has led the state for 3 times and who's been a mentor and a guide to Hemanta Biswa Sharma, to be removed because Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma wants to be the chief minister?
Sir,
I think his ambition took better of him.
No, let's be clear. That's the problem. What's wrong in if you have ambition? I mean, if there is a Hemanta Biswa Sharma or any other leader that has ambition, are you saying there is no place in the Congress for them? If he wanted to be CM, What's wrong with that? You chose to go along with the father-son duo of Tarun and Gaurav Gogoi even after the 2014 defeat, perhaps because you are more comfortable, or the party is more comfortable with dynasty politics that starts in Delhi and is now spreading to every state.
No one said the Gaurav is going to be a sort of successor to Tarun Gogoi. No one said that. I was in charge of Assam for a long time, and Tarun never asked me to talk to Gaurav on issues like that. He was the leader and he led from the front. And Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma, whatever he is today, should owe it to Mr. Tarun Gogoi, and he should not be sort of ungrateful on that.
So it's not just about Hemant Biswa Sharma. Look at over the years. Mamta Banerjee, the big winner yesterday, Sharad Pawar, so many mass leaders have left the Congress over the years. That's part of your problem.
Now, Rajdeep, I would like to remind you, when did Mamta leave? Mamta left during Mr. Narasimha Raoji's time and Mr. Sitaram Kesari's time. Ms. Gandhi was not the AICC president at that time. In fact, Mamta has always had a very soft corner and a great regard for Sonia Gandhi ji. But once she went out of the Congress party, it was not because of anything else, because of her complaint of grouse that she was not given enough opportunity by the then Congress leadership in Delhi. So therefore she had no issue. She had no issue with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi or the Congress party of today. At the same time, let us not forget that she was in a coalition with the BJP at one time. As far as Mr. Sharad Pawar is concerned, he went out of the Congress party on the issue of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi being of Italian origin. That, of course, after that he has come back and said, no, that's not an issue now. So this is a time, Rajdeep, when
Yes.
all congressmen should come together to fight the dangers of communal politics of the RSS. Because the regional parties cannot fight the RSS. RSS can only be fought by the Congress party.
Sir, you're saying that, but why will any regional leader today, powerful regional leader, be it a Mamta, be it a Nitish Kumar, be it a Sharad Pawar, accept the leadership of a Rahul Gandhi? Why is the Congress supposed to be the magnet for these forces?
No, the leadership is with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. Does she have any issue with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi?
No. Are you saying, therefore, that Sonia Gandhi remains party president, that Rahul cannot lead an anti-BJP formation? He remains only a vice president. It has to be only Sonia Gandhi who continues to lead the party?
Well, she has to decide. She has to decide what is to be done, because it's the surgeon who decides on the surgery, not the people who are assisting her.
It's interesting you're calling her the surgeon. Would you agree then, let's put it this way, that next year, Uttar Pradesh, big election, should you forge there a grand coalition with regional parties, with the likes of a Mayawati or a Mulayam, like in Bihar you did with Lalu or Nitish, that on its own, the Congress cannot take on the Narendra Modi challenge, you need a Mahagathbandhan?
Rajdeep, the issue is politics devoid of ideology is what Ms. Mahatma Gandhi said, something which I would not like to repeat. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you want to fight the ideology of the Sangh, the ideology of Guru Golwalkar and Dr. Hedgewar, it is only Congress party at the national level which can fight this ideology,
Sir,
not any regional party.
So you're talking of an India, I would dare I say 20-25 years ago. Today it is the regional parties which are giving a fight in a sense to the BJP. It's the regional parties which are growing, while your party, as yesterday's election shows, is constantly shrinking.
I'm not dismissing regional parties. The regional parties have done a great job. In fact, the national politics is now being governed by the whims and fancies of the regional parties. So therefore, if you see, even in the Lok Sabha last 2014, the Narendra Modi wave was only confined in some of the northern India states.
Not true.
It did not go across to the southern part and the north
Sir.
and the maybe east also. So therefore, I think we are under threat of being ruled by an ideology which is quite contrary to the idea of India. The sarv dharma sambhav,
No.
respect to all religion.
Sir, the fact though is, you may disagree with the BJP's idea of India, but the BJP is growing across India, even in southern India, even in eastern India, while the Congress has shrunk now to a situation where Karnataka is the only big state you rule.
Rajdeep, if you analyze the results again, what is the performance of BJP in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Puducherry? They are at a level where they were. In fact, their vote share has come down since the 2014 Lok Sabha poll. So therefore,
No, therefore, my point is, what are the issues? Let's not quibble about who's come down. The fact is the BJP has grown, you have shrunk, and I'm going to go back to my question. Does your surgery include the leadership or not? Should they be under scrutiny or not?
Rajdeep, after marathon discussions with all senior leaders, I think Congress President must have gone through the report and listed issues which can really change the face of the Congress party and make it more, I would say, consistent and amenable to the idea of India as it stands today. Because the weaker sections, even the Dalits and the tribals, are thinking like a middle class rather than a Dalit or a tribal.
Sir, let me ask you the other big question. Priyanka Gandhi, is she the better option? Is she the better communicator than Rahul? Is she the one, as some are suggesting, a section that she should now lead your UP campaign, possibly, become the face of that campaign? Do you want Priyanka Gandhi to lead the party in Uttar Pradesh and beyond?
Well, as far as we are concerned, we have the greatest opinion, highest opinion for and respect for Priyanka Gandhi ji. She's articulate, she's got a charisma, and she's political. But then it's a private decision of Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi to sort of come into politics or not. We would be the last person to interfere in the decision which a family should take.
Well, this is where the problem is, that it is all about the family. Decisions are taken by the family. My point is, where is the democracy then in the Congress party, the party of Gandhi, of Nehru, of the pre-independence era? And you today are accepting, as you did at the start, that the Congress is in a crisis. So when you're in a crisis, you've got to find a new way to do politics. And that has to go beyond family.
I'm not running away from that. In fact, my statement itself is based on that yes, we are in a problem and we have to address it upfront. Take the bull by the horn now.
Take the bull by the horns is what you're saying, Digvijay Singh. Appreciate your joining us on the program. Thank you very much, Digvijay Singh, the man who set the cat among the pigeons. Take the bull by the horns, he says. Let's then widen this debate. Has the time come for this major surgery in the Congress, and does it include the leadership? Manishankar Iyer, long-time Gandhi family loyalist and congressman, joining me. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, senior MP and spokesperson of the Congress, and Javed Ansari, our national affairs editor, with us. Manishankar Iyer, let me come to you, since the question in a sense is directed at the Gandhi family. Do you agree with Digvijay Singh, major surgery is needed, and many would say the surgery must begin at the top?
I think surgery is not needed. Medication is required. And the prescription has been got ready. We've had 3 introspection reports over the last decade and a half. I was deeply involved with the first one, and I was somewhat involved with the second, although I didn't have anything to do with the third. And I do know, as far as the first one was concerned, that a summary was made, submitted to the CWC, which rejected some of our recommendations and accepted others. But even those that were accepted have not been acted on. I would very strongly urge that whatever recommendations are made in these 3 reports should be resubmitted to the working committee and a very quick decision taken on which of these recommendations are to be implemented.
Does it include leadership?
Instead of letting it go at that,
does
as
your
has happened
medication
over the last
include
50
leadership,
years,
sir?
No,
Does your
it-
medication include leadership? When a patient
No,
is
I
in
think you're
ICU,
upset.
can you use medication?
I don't accept that the patient is in ICU. The patient is alive and kicking and well, and that is why we are on your program today. The fact of the matter is that some changes need to be made of an organizational nature, and more importantly perhaps of restating and reaffirming the ideology of the Congress party in terms of contemporary realities.
So nothing-
and therefore
so the leadership-
we do not need
leadership
surgery.
unaccountable.
We do not need
You
deep
lose
surgery.
state after state and the leadership
As far as the
unaccountable.
leadership is concerned, they're all accountable, and the Congress party has not had the Gandhi family imposed upon it. The Gandhi family has voluntarily taken them. You will recall that Sonia Gandhi, after the episode that took place with Sharad Pawar in May of 1999, had actually left the party. Everybody begged her to come back. Subsequently, there was an election in which Jitendra Prasad stood against her. If my memory is right, he got 94 votes and she got 9,400. At every stage subsequently, there have been elections, and now we've reached the stage, and we had reached it some time ago, where I do not think you can find a single congressman who would want to stand in opposition to either Sonia Gandhi or in opposition
So-
to Rajiv or Priyanka Gandhi.
Yeah, so
if
Rahul
there
Gandhi,
is-
so
if there
Rahul
is an
Gandhi,
opportunity
Sonia
to fight an
Gandhi
election
will not
and
take
is
any
not
response.
taken,
So no responsibility to the leadership. No responsibility to the leadership, Manishankar Iyer, despite this
each
defeat
time-
after defeat.
each time they take the responsibility. They say we are responsible.
And do nothing.
And the party agrees with them and therefore asks them to take the appropriate action.
Which is not taken.
And I think now that we've had a big reverse in 2014 and a series of reverses since then, the time is more than ripe for the recommendations of the introspection committees to be acted upon by the Congress Working Committee. And the Congress Working Committee can tell the party what else needs to be done. I personally believe that some of the organizational changes recommended by our committee back 15, 16 years ago and had been accepted by the CWC, such as the selection of candidates for the MLAs 3 months in advance and for MPs 6 months in advance, must be implemented. I believe we should have a very clear strategy on whether we are going to take on the BJP on our own or do it in the way in which we did in Bihar. I think your assessment is not right. Rahul Gandhi's leadership gave us 21 seats in Uttar Pradesh in the Lok Sabha elections of 2009 and in the Bihar elections of just a few months ago.
Right.
And we could have had this discussion then, we didn't, because you weren't interested in it then. But in Bihar, the largest ratio of seats won to seats contested
Sir,
is that of the Congress party.
Okay.
We won 27 out
Sir,
of
you
40
are-
seats. Why should I change my leadership?
Because you piggybacked on Lalu and Nitish as a B team in Bihar, but Abhishek Manu Singhvi, it appears that Manishankar Iyer seems to suggest you only
So
need
what?
medication.
So
Manishankar
what?
Iyer says
Why
you need
cannot
medication.
The Congress party, please remember, no, I have to tell you that in 2004, none of you anticipated the huge victory that the Congress would get as a result of Sonia Gandhi putting together a rainbow coalition. We defeated a BJP that thought it was certain it would come back into power. And then that same coalition resulted in our going from 140 to 206 in 2009. We have been given 10 years of rule all over India by Sonia Gandhi. It would be stupid for us to give up our biggest asset. Why are they being targeted? Because the rest of the world seems to instinctively understand that the best asset of the Congress party
So
is
you are saying the
Gandhi
best
family.
asset-
And we are not going to be like Shakespeare's Indians. Pardon?
So just a minute.
I don't think the answer lies in changing the leadership. I think the change lies, that the importance lies in changing certain organizational matters, changing certain electoral matters, and above all, in having complete clarity about the four principal pillars of the Congress party traditionally, which are democracy, socialism, secularism, and non-alignment.
Let me go to Abhishek
all of
Manu
which
Singhvi,
have been
sir.
thrown into some confusion in
Let
the recent past, and we should have a thorough, we should have a Chintan Shivir and state our policies with regard to these four pillars in a very clear way before the nation, so that the nation understands what is the meaning of the alternative to the BJP RSS.
Let me bring in then Abhishek Manu Singhvi. It appears that Manishankar Iyer says you only need medication. Digvijay Singh says you need surgery. Does your party need surgery or does it need medication? Mamta Banerjee on my program yesterday said Narendra Modi's biggest USP at the moment is Rahul Gandhi. Hemanta Biswa Sarma tells me that as long as Rahul Gandhi is there, the Congress has no chance of returning to power. How do you respond, Abhishek Manu Singhvi?
I've been hearing you patiently, Rajdeep.
Sir.
First and foremost, let me tell you that let's not get lost in semantics. If you take Digvijay Singh's formulation constructively and I take it constructively, then it is not at all meant to convey what you are suggesting. Yes, you can use the word surgery, you can use the word medication. It's a serious matter and we need reform, no doubt about it. It's a set of constructive suggestions we are talking about, not negatively. Second, people who talk of leadership change are really wasting the time and digressing and diverting energies. You know, when you want reform, there are 1,000 levels at which reform can be done. It is our enemies who will suggest this leadership change because they want to send the Congress cascading into the throes of a vortex with instability inside the Congress.
Sir, Mamta
People
Banerjee,
fighting over leadership.
Mamta
have no
Banerjee,
problem
former
with the leadership.
congressman,
They lead
says
from the
Rahul
front.
Gandhi is the biggest
Fortunately or
USP of
unfortunately,
Narendra Modi.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, Rajdeep, Mamta Banerjee has nothing to do with the Congress. It's a democracy. Everybody is entitled to their words. And Rahul Gandhi gets a lot of abuse from social media. Just because some people put paid carriers on social media, it doesn't make it true. It is the same Rahul Gandhi, the same Sonia Gandhi, who not only won 10 years of UPA rule, when not one of you thought of it, but between 1999, I'm going back, from between 1999 and 2014, at the peak won more than 15 states. At that time there was no problem. Mamta Banerjee is also supporting us. So, you know, one swallow doesn't make a summer. We have lost, I agree, and we are very, very concerned about it. And we will take steps. But you know, actually when you are down in the dumps, to talk of leadership change is actually to make the party completely effete and demolished by creating confusion.
Sir,
it is a time to build.
Sir,
and let me tell you that
it's a time for leadership.
In the Congress, we are.
It's the time for leadership.
We are very open
to lead from the front. To lead from the front. Vijay Bahuguna, your leader who has left in Uttarakhand, says he tried to meet Rahul Gandhi on a dozen occasions. He got no audience. Your Arunachal chief minister who left your party says he tried to meet Rahul Gandhi for 2 months, got no audience. Your leader doesn't meet with senior leaders.
I think, Rajdeep, it's easy.
How do you build? How do you build with an absentee leader?
To put a premium. Rajdeep, can I answer, Rajdeep? Please allow me to answer at least. You are putting a premium on defections, which the Constitution and the Supreme Court calls a constitutional sin. If you are going to go by people who have no commitment to the Congress ideology, who have betrayed the great ideology of even stalwarts like Mr. Bahuguna Senior for a few positions of perks of power, welfare position and power, I don't think that is the kasauti and the test by which the Congress moves. It is those defectors who've got a fitting response up to the Supreme Court. And I think they are hardly the ones who will judge what Congress will do.
Sir, let's talk of the substance.
Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have led from the front. Let me tell you, they have never ever been scared about owning responsibility. Never ever.
So how do you own responsibility and then stay to the chair? Just a minute. I want to bring in Javed Ansari for a moment because I've heard two congressmen, Javed Ansari, do you get a sense that the Congress party is living in denial? Just a minute, sir. Is the Congress party living in denial? The fact is that Digvijay Singh is perhaps right. You need surgery. Where is the surgery going to start? There are no proper organizational elections held where the state leaders are not empowered. You've seen what happened in Assam in terms of discarding leaders who potentially could be mass leaders of the future. Do you get a sense that the party is unwilling to accept that it is in a serious crisis?
No, I don't. I'm certain that everybody, every congressman and man and woman accepts that it's in a serious crisis. Perhaps the way forward. They don't
have an idea as to how to go forward?
Yes.
They don't know how to take on Narendra Modi?
No, there is no consensus on the best way forward. Some believe, a majority of them definitely believe, that you have to stick with the Gandhis. There may be some who may hold a different view. With regards to Vishwa Sarma and not empowering people, Vishwa Sarma's, Hemanta Biswa's main demand was that you remove a sitting chief minister and implant him. Now, this is not something that, I'm being the devil's advocate here, it's not a very easy decision for any party to take.
No, but the fact is, Rahul Gandhi, how much does he communicate with state leaders? What is the level of communication? What is the new idea, the new energies that he has offered? Is there a serious problem out there? Sonia Gandhi has respect of the Congress party. Does Rahul Gandhi command the same respect from congressmen, particularly from senior congressmen?
Well, obviously, Sonia Gandhi has been there for over 20 years now. She's the longest serving Congress president. Rahul is not. He cannot obviously command the same respect that Sonia Gandhi does.
So he's got to earn respect. What has he done to earn that respect so far? Is the Congress party willing to accept that Rahul Gandhi is their leader? Would a Sharad Pawar, let's say if you wanted to form an alliance, would a Sharad Pawar accept Rahul Gandhi easily? Would a Nitish Kumar accept Rahul Gandhi easily?
Well, as far as Sharad Pawar is concerned, he's already on record having said that Sonia Gandhi should be the unifier. Sonia Gandhi is the one who should lead. So therefore, Sharad Pawar's position is very clear. He had reservation about Sonia Gandhi's leadership when he was in the Congress party. Why would he accept Rahul Gandhi? So Sharad Pawar's position is clear. But as far as congressmen are concerned, those who still remain within the Congress party, I'm not so sure if there are too many alternatives going around. You may like the Gandhis, you may dislike the Gandhis. The fact is that they are the glue which holds the Congress party together.
You know, in a sense, therefore, Manishankar Iyer, the sense I'm getting is that you have to live with the Gandhis, but with the Gandhis at the same time, they are both your asset and your liability. Because as long as they are there at the top, they hold your party together, but at the same time, they perhaps retard your party, prevent it from growing. And that's the question I'm posing. It's the regional parties, it's the Aam Aadmi parties, the JDUs, the Mamtas who are taking over the space which the Congress occupied. It's not just Mr. Modi and the BJP. They are growing because they are creating new leaders. They are throwing up new forces.
This is not a new phenomenon. From the early 90s, we've been having powerful regional leaders. The Congress up till Pachmadi said that we will take all of this on our own, we will not enter into alliances. After the 1999 experience, the single biggest decision that was taken is that we will abandon being alone, ekla chalo re, and we will go along with others who are willing to go along with us. And that proved to be such a politically wise decision that the Vajpayee government was knocked out and we came into power for 10 years. And those 10 years finished only 2 years ago. And after during these 2 years, we've had a Mahagathbandhan in Bihar, which has 54 seats, and not in Assam, which has only 14 seats. And we gave a whipping to the BJP. And the Congress won the largest number of seats
Nitish and Lalu did.
Of any party.
You were the B team.
Therefore, I think...
You are the B team. And in this election, even in Tamil Nadu, where you were the B team, you were unable to deliver for the DMK. Why are you accepting that you are in a crisis?
We have been the...
Narendra Modi is posing a serious existential crisis to you by saying he wants a Congress-Mukt Bharat.
All right, can I answer you, please?
Yes.
Number one, Narendra Modi was in alliance with two different parties in Assam. So he needs to fight us along with two more parties. We were against him on our own and we didn't do too well. I think we need to learn from that. When the BJP tried to take us on its own in Bihar, we joined up.
But it is Rahul Gandhi who refused to tie up with Badruddin Ajmal in Assam. It is Rahul Gandhi who refused to tie up with Badruddin Ajmal and AGP in Bihar, even though JDU was willing to broker a deal. It is Rahul Gandhi who said Ekla Chalo Re in Assam. So should he not take responsibility? Should he not be held accountable?
Yeah, okay. I'm sure he takes the responsibility. What makes you think he doesn't? You think he can't read and he can't account? We've obviously lost in Assam, and so has Badruddin Ajmal gone back quite severely. And I had talked to Badruddin and to Tarun Gogoi in early February, and I was of the view that there should be an alliance. But how did we know what the eventual result will be? These are political decisions that are taken. Some work, some don't work.
But let me ask...
And therefore, there may be mistakes made. But if you think the solution lies in saying, we've lost Assam, kick out Rahul Gandhi, we've lost in Kerala, kick out Sonia Gandhi, and then what do? We'll be wandering, waiting to become an anchor in some TV station.
No, you don't have to become an anchor, in a TV station, but I want to ask Abhishek Manu Singhvi then in conclusion. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, it seems from what both of you, Manishankar Iyer and you are saying, I get a sense you are living in some kind of denial that the nature of the challenge that you face from Mr. Modi and the BJP is being underestimated, and that you are unwilling to accept that a change in style. Let us assume you don't want to change your leaders. You have every right to decide on your leaders. But what about the style? The sycophancy, the lack of meritocracy, the fact that a small cabal controls the Congress, most of whom live in the drawing rooms of Delhi. Doesn't that have to change? Don't you need more mass leaders who have a ear to the ground, being more empowered?
Rajdeep, first of all, I don't agree with a lot of the statements you just made. But let me tell you...
No, which is a false statement? Is there no sycophancy? Which is the false statement I've made? Is there no sycophancy? Is there no cabal that surrounds your top leadership in Delhi? Is there not an absence of mass leaders? Which statement is wrong?
Rajdeep, if the question is going to occupy 3/4 of my time, I'd only ask for an extension of the program time. That's all I can do.
Sir.
I can hardly answer. Your questions are taking up all my time.
Sir.
I'll tell you the statements which are wrong. There is individual sycophancy in all parties, in each and every party. An individual X may be sycophant. But let me tell you, when we have our internal baithaks or the introspection meetings, which are in fact not entirely internal, they're almost semi-open public, there is very fierce criticism. There is a lot of very concrete suggestions and they're all critical. So you'll be surprised at the amount of democracy. Number one. Number two, yes, everything is open to discussion, and I think right down from Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Tarun Gogoi, this state, that state, people are prepared to. For example, the vote share in Assam is very interesting. If you add up the AUDF and the Congress vote share, we've still beaten the BJP. So it was in retrospect a mistake not to have an alliance. But do you think a leader or a chief minister who wants to win deliberately doesn't have an alliance? There are calculations done. Those calculations prove wrong. We are man enough to own it. But
so you're accepting, at least you're accepting that you made a mistake in Assam.
In 1984, 1 second. Of course, a lot of people believe that. I myself believed that we should have had an alliance, although we don't agree with a lot of things the AUDF does. Right. But it's a very bona fide decision taken. The point I'm making is, when you take decision X, it's a very bona fide decision taken. You may be later on wise by hindsight.
Right.
Let me tell you one more thing. When Advani got 2 seats, or when Vajpayee was seatless virtually, you did not chuck them out.
Okay.
Because this is not a unifocal thing that one man is doing everything.
Okay.
These are errors, and let me tell you, we are certainly open. For example, we believe that a lot of the reconfiguration must happen from the district level onwards, and it will happen.
Okay.
There will be fierce criticism.
Okay,
but
you
don't
made your
go
point.
straight to make it more unstable by talking unifocally only of the leadership.
Okay.
Only of the leadership.
I'm going to ask Javed then in conclusion, 30 seconds Javed, do you see any serious changes taking place in the Congress in the next few months? Will Rahul Gandhi take over presidentship of the Congress? Will he really bite the bullet? Will Priyanka Gandhi take over and lead the campaign in UP? Do you see all that happening? Or is Sonia Gandhi the status quoist who doesn't want dramatic radical change?
Well, if the past is anything to go by, Sonia Gandhi doesn't want change, but the Congress party has no option. They need to change. I'm not so sure about Priyanka Gandhi. She may or she may not. This is something that she will decide. As far as Congress persons are concerned, especially with regard to the leadership, I'm not so sure if they have too many choices. The Gandhi family is the glue that holds them together. With it, you may not like it, but that's the fact.
Okay. Javed Ansari, Manishankar Iyer, Abhishek Manu Singh, we appreciate your joining us on a day when Digvijay Singh, as I said, has set the cat among the pigeons. So my take, where do I stand on this surgery question? Digvijay Singh is right. Surgery is needed when the patient is in ICU. But surgery cannot be done by applying band-aid as the Congress has tended to do. The fact is the party no longer represents the aspirations of voters but is trapped in a feudal past. It must provide a wholesome alternative to the Modi brand of governance by reviving its organization. It must empower a new generation of leaders with a mass connect. Political power is not an entitlement. It must be fought for and sustained with new ideas and energies. Either Rahul Gandhi dives into the deep end as a 24/7 Neta, or the party must look beyond the family.